Hey guys, what we're doing today is we're making our glam mini brands, little storage or store our pantry. I haven't decided exactly what it's going to be, but it's going to store our mini brands, right? So we're going to make a glammed up one. So it's super cute, super divalicious, like the LOL. So what we have done is we have used our signature My Studio pink, and we've got the signature blue from the original series 1, and we've got a little bit of the gold from the series 1 and some more blue on the inside. And I've taken some of that Stampin' Up paper that we had, and we've used that to glam up our storage for our mini brands. It's going to look real cute. So first thing we need to do is we took the trays that were from the Michaels that we showed you earlier, and we put our paper on the back. So now we've got our small paper that we've already pre-cut. It's ready to go on the inside, and this is for our shelves, our other paper that we have for our shelves. And we've already had our stickers. There was a whole sheet of this from the dollar store, cut up into little strips. And we have our foam board that comes, you know, in different sizes. We cut that up. This is going to be for our shelf. And we've cut up some foam from Walmart for 97 cents. And actually the boards come 5 to a pack, so it's like a whole big old board of these, 5 of them in a pack for $5. We got those also at Michael's. We cut the foam up for the sides and for the top. And also we have some, I got from the dollar store, some little sticky glitter strip we have here that we use for the front. Okay, so we've got this finished up. The only thing that we need to do is we need to make 5 of them that have the tops on them, then 5 of them that don't have this top, because we're going to stack them like this. So we're going to stack them just like so, and so we won't need to put that extra gold piece on them, but they are super adorable right as they are right now, and we'll be right back. Okay, so what we're doing right now is I'm creating some shelving that is a little different from this, not straight in the middle, that they'll allow the taller mini brands to kind of fit in there. You know, the ones that are a little super sized, they're more for the 18-inch dolls, not necessarily for the 1/6 scale dolls. So we're gonna make a shelf just a little bit different, because some other mini brand stuff can go up there, some smaller items can go up there on that shelf. Okay, so we've completed our shelf that had the variation from this one. See, it's a little bit off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create 10 more of these variations of this one and this one for the taller ones, and there we go. We'll have them ready for our mini brands. Yay! All right, now back to work. It's only 10 more of these. Hey guys, we are ready to make some more shelving, and I have been to the dollar store to find some really cool items for it. What we have is some mini round bowls. Found these at the dollar store, and we're going to use them for the bottom of our shelving, for some little holders in the store, like, you know, for the candies and the fruit and things like that. And what we've done is inverted it. We've kept the wrapper and just wrapped it around the wrapper that was on the ZURU, and create this cool shelving. And some of them, because I wanted to get different parts of it, I have it this way, right side up, and then I have it where this one is upside down, so that we can see all of the cool wrapping that's on there. And we've taken the little spheres, and Maji painted these, and these are repurposed again from another video that we did with the organizer. So please watch that, where we take the containers and make a school organizer for the kids. So I had some extra ones of those left over, repurposed that from that. So we've reclaimed a lot. We've reclaimed the package. We even reclaimed the inside, where you zip them off, where you take these little zips off, and you'll see that later for the floor. And we decoupaged that on the floor. Now we've taken the package that we took off and used it for the bottom of our stands. And then we have one that's finished here. Again, this is from our organizer. I had some left over from Kenzie's organizer, and I found these really cool beads online. I was watching a YouTuber, and he actually takes doll clothes and makes them, and he had these cool little charms. So I went to Amazon, and it's like a little visual candy. They're just little charms, and they have a flat back on them, which is really cool. And he had used it to make the dress of one of his dolls. It's like he had a doll that had a candy theme to it, so that was really cool. And so we're going to use a couple of these also. We're going to glue these on little edges. And so what I've done is glued it on the edge of here to kind of hide that little opening in the ZURU where that little plastic piece is popped in. And we've created a stand. Isn't that really cool? Look at that stand. And these charms are the most adorable. It's like visual candy. I love to hear that. I love ASMR going on. I love to hear that sound of the charms on the table. And you can't see that, but I'm going to show you. So I have all these little charms, and it's just very satisfying to have them in your hand. And you know, that's wonderful. Anyway, I digress. So we have that, and from one of our very first store videos, we had a stand that we used for the dolls in our My Social Studio toy store, our Unity toy store. So I repurposed that and took some of the dollar store. Look at this beading. I mean, this is gorgeous, and it was only $1 at the dollar store. Isn't that cool? So we took some of this, and it has that little flat back on there, little ribbon, jeweled ribbon is what they call it, I believe. It's called gem mesh, and I mean, it's a lot, guys. It's 3 yards in there for $1. That's cool. And we put it on the side, repurposed that on the side, repurposed this, and this is the package from one of the dolls. So we took one of the dolls package, and you can watch that video also. The link is above for that one, the My Social Studio toy store. And the package from the doll, we used that, and that's a lid from an old jewelry box. I keep those from when Mr. Marco gives me things, and now it became a stand that we're going to use in our My Social store, grocery store, mini mart, right? And then this one, let me pull this out of the way. This one, I'm really loving this one. This one is also an old jewelry box, and we took the ribbon that we got from the social store, and I went, and it really didn't take me that long, and put little beads on one of the capsules and just beaded that out with some glitter. And this was a carousel for your vanity, so please watch that. The link is above. And a vanity. So we've repurposed a lot. So I took that, and I didn't really like the bases on. It's kind of really too small. And so I took it off and said, hey, I'll use it for something else. And here we are. So we're going to use that for our store. It's the perfect height, as you can see. Oh, I'm dropping her candy. For our little dolls and to reach in and get things. And so I raised it up. made some My So Store signage. And let me zoom up so you can see that. So we have the little My So Store signage on there, which is really cool. And took some of that same little wrap that we have here. Let me grab that. Sorry about my hand. The same little wrapping that we had, little beading that we used for Sanila's organizer. And we put it on the edge of here. So you can see it on the edge of here. And it made a cool... This is the most divalicious store ever. It's going to be the most divalicious store ever. So we are ready to move on to the next stage. We have to take and make some more stands. We're going to use Maji's little stand and add some more of these more cool beads on it. And get this ready. Got the little cool beads on here, right? Look, and that's, you probably can see it's a little bunny. And the girls helped me organize it. They went through and they sorted them because I want to make a little candy dress also, because I was inspired by that one. So they helped me organize it. And man, look at these lollipops. These are so cool. There's only $9 on Amazon for that, and you'll find a link below for these little beads, these flat beads that they have, little gems. So I mean, they look like actual little lollipops. Look at that. That is the most awesome. So they helped me sort it, and there's all kind of little cool candies in here, right? And then look at the little chocolate. And so that's going to be, we're going to make our own candy stand like they have in the MiNi brands. They have a MiNi brands shelf that's just for candy. And so we're going to use some of these. And we'll probably repurpose the little signs for that too. So almost there, guys. Almost there. Can't wait to see what we're going to do next. So we're going to go off and, I gotta stop saying stuff. We're going to go and finish up making these cool little things. So now that we have it, you saw it took me a minute to get there. It was just like giving me all kinds of drama. We have it all wrapped. And I don't worry about this part. I just kind of tuck it under. It's not that serious. If you want to, you can cut all that off and glue it and tape it and do all that kind of business. But I'm very organic. If I could see it and was really bothering, I probably would. But I'm going to go put this right on top of it. You're really not going to notice that underneath there. But like I said, you can always just take a X-Acto blade and you can, you know, trim all that off right there if you want to, and glue it down. You know, take a little bit of hot glue and glue it down, but I'm not gonna worry about all that. So the next thing is I'm going to take and put some glue here on the top. And I mean, I got it really scorching hot today. The steam is coming off of there. It's piping hot. So we're gonna position this, get our, and all I'm doing is taking and putting it in there so that you can actually, you know, glue it down. And getting it where I want. I don't know if the front is here, so if you want to be worried about the front, because it does have a MiNi brand, this one is actually right side up. So you do the front and just kind of position it so it makes sure it's not, you know, tilted and crooked. You know, getting it in the middle of the, because it does have the, these have a nice little, let me take this off. These little cups have a nice little part right here that fits really perfectly with the bottom of the, when we glued it together. So that actually fits really nicely in the middle right there. We put the hot glue there. So that's really great. And these were cups, I showed you before, that they have at the dollar store for parties, and it's called MiNi round bowls they use for like little appetizers and stuff. So that worked great to have our stands for our dolls. So we just let that sit up. And it is finished. If you want to, you could add some stuff here, but I mean, you can't see it. And like I said, I'm very organic, and now everything can fit in here like a little small branch. All right, so that's one. We got one more to do. I'm gonna finish up this other one. I've already taken it and we'll hot glue that one in there like that. And we'll have our other one ready for us. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we finished our shelving. Yes, halfway there. We have our shelving for our MiNi brands that I made them slanted. So these are slanted so that when we put the items in there, that was one of the problems I had with the MiNi brand store, is that when you put the items on the shelf, they kind of just like sat there and they fell off or whatever. So I made these slanted. And we have the ones we just created. We have here our little carousels, I like to call them. with all our cute little, I made some little My So Studio Store little tags. I put one here. We have one here. It says the Mini Mart, and I'm gonna shape that one up a little bit more, make it a little bit more, a little better. I'm organic, but I still like for it to look neat. So that one will fix. But we're almost ready, and we have our little charms that we use to put on there. And when you look at these, they look like they're the actual ZURU capsule, but they're not. It's just where we wrapped it around, because you know that was the, well, actually the white ones were the actual ZURU capsules, and then we spray painted them and added all these cool little things. So halfway there. So the next step is we're going to put it all together, and we're going to make the top of the like the entrance, because we're going to take, and let me see if I can grab this one. We're going to change this entrance. This was the entrance, and we're going to put a My So Studio right there, little logo, and it's still going to say Mini Mart, but we have something special that we're doing with this to make it tall enough for the LOL dolls to get in there. So we're going to transform this a little bit again with some dollar store finds. So that's up next. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to create the stands that are going to be for the Mini Mart. And what we're doing is taking, and I've already done this, is take some styrofoam and put it in the bottom. You can probably see it here. And cut it out. Cut out some styrofoam, put a little piece of cardboard here, and took some of the foam board, the glitter foam board, and created a strip that I just wrapped around, and cut out a circle to kind of hide that on the inside. And then we're going to take these little diamonds here, fill them up once we get that inside of here, and it'll give it like a little glitter diamond feel to it when it's actually inside. And we will have to cut a small slit where, see where the holes are in there. So we'll have to cut a small slit there and there in the foam board, so it can nest down inside of it once we get the top part inside of here, inside those little holes. But what we need to do now is create the little band that's going around. So we're gonna make a band that's going around it. Just a small little strip of glue down the middle. Burn myself. I keep burning myself. I need one of those little hot glue items. So now that is ready for us. We're gonna make 2 of these to wrap around there. So now we're gonna wrap it around the bottom. Add just a little bit of glue here. Sorry, I'm all loud. Wrap it around. Excuse me, sound like my allergies are out of control today. And wrap that so. And we're gonna do this twice. So we have these on here, and there's our bling. Our blue matches our blue there, and the gold is to honor the series 2, and the blue is in the series 1 originally. And we got our crystals on the inside. It's gonna be cute with the little lights. So we're ready. We'll finish this up. Okay, so we have finished them. I don't know. I'm kind of digging the fact that they I did a little seam thing on the back just to kind of hide the seam. But I like those little crystal buttons. That might end up being the front. Not sure. So that was originally supposed to be the front of it. But once I put those 3 little crystals on there, little buttons, I really liked them. I thought they were awesome. So I don't know. Might keep it. Might keep it. Might keep it. Now let's take, and we've got our little buttons here, which are really cool. I'll put this back. These are ready for the top. We are ready to make these cute little signage that's going to go on top of the shelves. So this right here is what I'm going to show you next. All I did was take some foam board, the one they have. There's the one by Elmer's. They have it at Michael's, all kind of places. Walmart. It's the little thicker one. Cuts a lot better. And we just cut 2 rectangles the size of the signage. Glued those together. And then added this on. So let me show you that. So just take and hot glue. And I'll tell you what, I have glued my hand. I don't know. Yeah, I love the smell of hot glue. It smells so good. It's very fragrant to me. I know there's got to be somebody else out there that thinks that is just the coolest smell. I love it. But it is, and like most things you love, it hurts. But it hurts. And sometimes it doesn't hurt good. But I love the smell of hot glue. It just smells good to me. I don't know. It's one of the things, and I love the smell of foam, but please don't go sniffing this because it's not really good for you. But just the natural smell of it is really great to me. It's kind of like, you know, kids in the candy store, when in the art store, I smell all these different art supplies, and I'm like, yes. I know I can't be alone. So the next thing we do is we put a little of the hot glue on here and smoking. I probably could use a low temp one, but I don't know, the high temp one seems to work a little better to me. It's probably just all on my windows. But glue that on. And then we do the exact same thing on the other side. Symmetry. And you could do this with regular glue. You could do this with Elmer's, whatever. I just like using the hot glue. Sometimes it's necessary to use the other glues. And then we glue this other side on. And I cut some strips from the foam board. And the last thing to do is to take the strips and put them on the edge. So you really do have to be careful with this hot glue. Low temp probably is better because then it doesn't, you know, melt the foam board. But it seems to be working fine for me. And then we put this on, line it up, because, and look, I just burnt my finger. Happens. So I was looking at the screen trying to see if everything was right. And then we're going to go around. We're going to wrap it around. And I don't know why that is so satisfying to me, to wrap that around. And then I just kind of took it and pushed it on the table to kind of help it flatten into place to make sure. But I love that the foam work kind of sucks in there and creates those clean edges. That's really awesome. And it's ready for our the top of our fixtures. So that was the last thing. And now we're going to put all that together so you can see what the final little this is just the opening to the store. It really has no relevance other than, because you know you got to move it out the way once you know the dolls get in the store. But I want to try to keep it in position because truly, if Sanaya wants to play with it, you know, she can walk the dolls in there, have that experience, and just kind of slide it out of the way. We'll probably put it off to the side, that way she can still have that entrance, and we'll pretend, because you know this is all free play, right? Pretend play that there's a wall there, right? But it's not really there, but we can still see in the store. So anywho, that's what we're doing. So now we're gonna fill up our little jars here. And I found these bicycle lights. They're supposed to go on the bicycles. And we're just gonna drop these in because this isn't permanent. We can just kind of drop these in before we play with it and just take them out. And I probably put it on a little string, but today I'm just gonna drop it in so you can kind of see the effect of it in there. And we're gonna add little crystals on top of it, like that. Does it make all that noise? And fill that up so you can have that cool glow inside of there, because that bicycle light was not serving any purpose. It just kept coming off. It was supposed to go on the spokes. It was like $4 at Walmart, but now it has a new purpose to be pretty inside the jar, right? And I'll probably turn it so whatever side is not showing, so you don't see it. And I'll try to work it around inside down in there so you don't see it, but you can see the pretty glow inside of there. Isn't that cool? That's really nice. Really nice. Let's see if I turn off this light. You see it a little bit better. Yeah, let's turn off that light. And you can see the little glow, and I turn off this light. turn off the little flash. Yay, now you can see it glowing. Isn't that cool? So now this bicycle light has a new purpose because it wasn't working on the bike. It literally was not. So now it has a new purpose. Isn't that gorgeous? I think so. I really love that. What I've done is I've put some crystals inside of here, and the little gold paper on the bottom, it reflects off of it, so you get a little gold sparkle in there. And we have that, and we just need to put it on top of our little canisters, and then our pillars, and then they'll be ready. And I forgot to show you this part where I glued some of the little crystals on here with the signage. So I forgot to show that part. Make sure I show that. So let's do that. It's gonna take me a minute to kind of get this up here, but we're gonna. So our interest is ready for our store, and the girls are so excited. They can't believe it. It is super, super divalicious. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? And the last thing we're gonna do is put our little My So Studio store logo up there, and it'll be super, super, super done. But it's tall enough for them to kind of go through and go shopping. I know she looks like a zombie, right? But she's so excited. She's so excited about the store that it is just so awesome. Look at the interest. What diva wouldn't want to go to that mini mart and go grocery shopping? Like, yeah, come on, right? All right, don't go get in there. Get in there, Angles. Yeah, girl. Okay, this is the next step in our store or pantry or whatever this is going to be. This is the floor, and you guys know I reclaim, so I had all these little, when we zip out our 5 surprise that sound I love so much, and everybody loves it because it opens up all our surprises. I'm taking it in. I kept it in the bag and I'm going to actually put it on the floor, so it becomes our decoration for our floor, because the colors that we have in our on our shelves are these greens, that pinks, that blue, and the white. So we're going to use that for the floor, which I've already said I want to do, so I'm excited about it. So we're just decoupaging it, just like what you would do normal decoupage stuff. I'm just using glue. If you wanted to, you could use regular decoupage. I'm just using this glue. And because the decoupage I have has glitter on it, and I'm going to use that for the next part, and I don't want too much glitter. But you can buy some regular decoupage and just press it down. So, and it does just great. The Elmer's glue. I like the clear one. I found that the thicker white one works a little bit better. But it does leave like a matted finish, but I wanted a kind of a shiny finish, so I have the gel one. So this one's a little bit thicker. It's more close to like decoupage, but then this one is the one that actually is the clear one. It's not as thick as the traditional Elmer's glue. And so we're just gluing these down. So we take them and put a little bit on both sides. And just glue it down and rub it. There we go. And finish up the last of the floor, and you see we have here almost the whole entire floor is finished. This is 18 by 24. This board that I have is just foam board, and you don't want to add too much glue because it will bend, so that's why I was just using just a little bit. I didn't really want to use the decoupage because it can be, its job is to soak into fibers, and that's what it does. So if you use it, just be careful and use it, just enough to, coat one side, coat the other, and then rub it. And then the last thing we do, because it does have like a little bump to it, you can see a little bump right here, so I won't have to just worry about and go in there and try to glue all those pieces down, because it's plastic. It's not decoupaging as great as if it was paper, because it's not soaking into it. So I'm going to take these sheets. I had these films that they used for transparencies many moons ago. We had in old school, we had transparencies you write on. They have tons of these, so I'm just going to put it on top, decoupage that on top, and then I'll have a nice smooth floor for the dolls to walk. We're going to take the Barbie supermarket, which is evidently really super hard to find. Get it super. Anyway, we're gonna take that and we're gonna use that in our so store because it's just kind of plain, and our so store has so much Diva bling that this will be great for that, and the girls will love it. Won't you, girls? Yes, we'll love it. So that's what we're gonna do next. Okay, let me walk you through our so store. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that glow inside that glass. Crystals, bling bling, bling bling, bling bling, bling bling. And we're going through our store here. And there's one of our fixtures ready. Look at there. And you know what? I thought I wasn't going to have enough shelves, and not true. Plenty of shelving in here. Lots and lots and lots of shelving. Look at there. Isn't that awesome? And the good thing is it can become a pantry. So when we are done, it can become a pantry. How cool is that? And we use, go around the store here. We use the Barbie checkout. It's leaning for some reason, I don't know why. We put our bagel bites on the shelf. So we need to make some of my so-so magazines. And this is our little refrigeration system. Haha, newfound refrigeration system. It's like one of those freestanding ones. So it's our version of the freestanding one because it has all of our cold products in there. Got our Cool Whip. I'm gonna get the little baby too. Not gonna act right, but anyway, there it is. And we use some of the Barbie stuff. Just changed the logo. And I love this little thing right here with the weight system in there. That's awesome. So we're happy. This is only part one of our store. You're gonna see the next part where Sanayla, when she is feeling a little better, is gonna be here, and we're going to make it into an educational store because I wouldn't be an awesome teacher if I didn't actually do that. And I want to show you my floor. There's my floor with all the little stickers from the wrappers, you know, from all the capsules. There it is right there. I decoupaged it all over the floor and created like a little platform for it. So that was cool. And we used our capsules for our refrigeration. And I tried to, you know, make sure I had something from, you know, repurposed. And of course, right here, we use the outside package of the capsules to create our stands. And everything pretty much came from the dollar store. So all of our stuff is from the dollar store. And we've got our star people in this locator right here. All the stars are in there. Yeah, those are gold ones. Of course, there's our little one there. We're excited. I can't wait for Sanaya to see this. It's gonna be awesome. So please come back for part two. Part two is going to be so great. And oh, I forgot to show you this. These are our bags we made from our littles. I don't know what's wrong with my brain, but from our Shopkins. So from our Shopkins, I took in the ones that you can soak, and then when you soak them, they kind of peel away. And you can watch the video for that also. But I made little shopping bags from it because, you know, like I said, we reclaim. And it did come with its own bag for the store. And the store is really cute. I really like the store that it came for Barbie. It's got all the nice stuff. And we've got our little sound system from the mini mart that we can use in our store. But yeah, very pleased with this. It turned out awesome. Look at this Diva store. I can't wait for the divas to get in it and start shopping. And my so studio is remember to find your happy. Bye bye.